Hello students, after watching this video, you will be able to describe what is electromagnet, describe applications of electromagnets in daily life. I'll tell you about the phenomena of magnetic screening and what material should be used for magnetic screening. Around every current carrying conductor, there is magnetic field. The strength and direction of this magnetic field is dependent upon the magnitude of current and the direction. If current increases, the magnetic field strength increases. If the direction of the current is reversed, magnetic field direction is reversed. If there is no current flowing through the conductor, there will be no magnetic field around it. So electromagnets are magnets that can be turned on or off by switching current on or off. Strength of the electromagnet can be increased by placing iron as the core of electromagnet because iron concentrates the magnetic field lines. You can increase the strength of electromagnet by increasing electric current through the solenoid, and similarly you can increase the strength of the electromagnet by increasing number of turns of the solenoid. So this is how electromagnet circuit looks like. There is a wire which is carrying a DC, a direct current supply, which is this, and in this there is a rheostat part of the circuit. The rheostat can adjust the resistance of the circuit. So if you increase the resistance of the circuit, the current will be less and the electromagnet will be weaker. Similarly, if you decrease the resistance of the circuit by rheostat, the current will be greater and the strength of electromagnet can be increased. Also, you can find out the direction in which the magnetic north or south pole of the current will be induced by using right hand grip rule. We use right hand grip rule to find out the direction of induced magnetic field around a current carrying solenoid. In right hand grip rule, the curl represents conventional current while the thumb represents north. In this case, to apply right hand grip rule, imagine yourself gripping this coil carrying direct current in a way that curl of your fingers point in the direction of conventional current, and the thumb will then point in the direction of magnetic north pole of the magnetic field of current. By using right hand grip rule, you can find out that this solenoid has induced magnetic north towards right and hence south pole towards the left. In this case, the positive charge is flowing from positive terminal, which is bigger terminal of this, to the negative terminal. So by this you can draw the current direction, and this is drawn. If this is positive and this is negative, so the current will be flowing from positive to negative, and the direction of current in the solenoid is represented by these blue arrows. So if you place curl of your fingers in the direction of current, conventional current, then the thumb will tell you the magnetic north. So in this case, the north is towards right and the south pole is towards left. Now if there is a solenoid that is carrying alternating current is different from direct current because alternating current has different magnitude and different direction. So because of the change in magnitude and change in direction of the current, there will be no permanent magnetic field of this alternating current carrying solenoid. So you cannot draw a permanent north or a permanent south. The magnetic field of this alternating current carrying solenoid will be fluctuating between north pole and south pole. Uses of electromagnets. There are various applications of electromagnets in daily life, but let's start with the basic ones, and loudspeaker is one of them. So loudspeaker has two magnets. One is electromagnet, and this electromagnet is connected with the AC supply, and AC supply, as I have told you, is alternating current supply. Alternating current has alternating magnetic field, and in front of this electromagnet there is another magnet that is part of this loudspeaker cone, and this magnet is permanent magnet. So there are two magnets in the loudspeaker. One is an electromagnet which is connected with the alternating current supply, and the second one is a permanent magnet which is behind the cone in the loudspeaker. So there are two magnets in the loudspeaker. Now in order to understand the working phenomena of a loudspeaker, let's say that this pole of the loudspeaker is a north pole, and let's say at this instance there is the same pole, which is north pole, induced because of this alternating current at the facing end of this permanent magnet of the loudspeaker. So since there are two same poles at the facing end, so there will be a force of repulsion and this cone will be moving outside. Similarly, since this magnetic field is not permanent, at the next instance, because of this alternating current supply, there will be a south pole induced, and since there is a south pole at the facing end of this north pole, so there will be a force of attraction and the cone will move inwards. And because of alternating current, there will be series of you can say change in magnetic fields, and that's why there will be a continuous change in north and south pole of this electromagnet. So there will be a series of attractions and repulsions faced by this paper cone. So this paper cone will be moving outwards and inwards, and this will cause this paper cone to vibrate. This vibrating paper cone will push the air in front of it forwards and backwards, and this will create compressions and rarefactions. Compression will be created when the cone is moved outwards and the air is compressed, or you can say the air particles come closer. Similarly, if the cone moves inwards, there will be a region where there is less air molecules, and this region will be called rarefaction because there will be less air molecules, less pressure, and since the cone is vibrating inwards and outwards, and it is creating series of compressions and rarefactions, and these series of compression and rarefactions will cause pressure differences in air, and this series of compressions and rarefactions will be detected by our ear as pressure differences, and we can hear it as a sound wave. So this way loudspeaker produces sound, and we can write all the information regarding the working phenomena of the electromagnet for loudspeaker as alternating current has alternating magnetic field, and this alternating magnetic field, when the poles at the facing end of the electromagnet and the paper cone is same, so it will repel and the cone will move out, and similarly if the poles are opposite, the cone will move inwards and the rarefaction will be produced. So these series of compressions and rarefactions because of vibration of the paper cone will cause a sound wave. Right? Similarly, next in line is one of the most important applications of electromagnets in daily life, and this is reed relay. Reed relay is a safety device, and it is used in electrical appliances where there is large operating current required for the appliance to work, such as in motors or transformers. Relay can prevent a possible electric shock that can occur if you come in contact to a wire that is carrying current. So if an appliance is carrying current of greater magnitude, there is greater danger in operating that appliance. In order to avoid this situation, relay is connected to turn the appliance on or off. This is the circuit of reed relay. Let's read the label diagram to understand the working phenomena. Now this is switch S, which is right now open. This is soft iron core with a coil, and this is insulated base, contacts, motor, insulated wire, soft iron, pivot and spring. Now if you switch on this circuit, this electromagnet will be turned on, which means it will be magnetized, and once it is magnetized, it will attract this iron bar, soft iron bar, and by attracting this contacts of the motor will be closed and the motor will then be turned on. Now this circuit, which is actually connected with the electromagnet that is turning this motor on, is actually connected with a lower current supply, which means if you want to turn this motor on that requires greater current to be operated, you have to turn this turn this on, which is supply which is carrying current of lower magnitude. So when you will be operating a motor which requires a greater current, so you will have to use this reed relay so that there is less danger to be in contact with a wire that is carrying more current, and this will produce more harm if any unusual situation happen. Now, relay is a safety device, and this device turns on a bigger current using a smaller current. Now there is a switch S which is connected to the electromagnet. So when the switch S is closed, the soft iron core is magnetized and it attracts the iron bar, and the contacts are closed and the motor is turned on. Circuit breaker is another important application of electromagnet and is also a safety device that saves the appliance and the user from possible danger that can arise in case of any technical fault. Circuit breaker is connected with the live wire of AC supply, and it stops the current flowing in the appliance when the current exceeds the operating current value. In order to study how circuit breaker does this, let's read the circuit diagram. This is current in electromagnet, the iron bar, this is fixed bar, pivot, spring, contacts, copper bar, pivot, and then current out. So what happens? It is a safety device that prevents the circuit from exceeding operating current value. When the current exceeds operating current value, the electromagnet is stronger to lift the iron bar up, and after lifting the iron bar, the spring is compressed, these contacts are open, and there is no current flowing in the external circuit. So when the current exceeds the operating current value, the circuit breaker stops the current flowing in the appliance, and this prevents from any possible danger that can arise because of any technical fault. So by this, the user and the appliance both are safe from any possible harm. Now, to know how magnetic screening is done, let's take this example. There are two poles of the magnet, north pole and south pole, and in between two poles of the magnet, the magnetic field lines are this. Now if you place the iron ring between the two poles of the magnetic field lines will not be the same. They will be disturbed, and now these magnetic field lines are passing through the iron ring, and the most important part of this is that there is no magnetic field line that is passing through the iron ring, which means this region which was having the magnetic field lines earlier is now shielded from the magnetic field line, so there is no magnetic field line from the outside passing through it. And this is what iron does in magnetic screening. It protects the magnet of the system from the external magnetic field lines, and this helps the magnet perform its function normally. Here I'm leaving a question for you to ponder over here, and I'll share the answer at the end of the video, that why can steel not be used for magnetic screening. The answer will be shared in the end. Now let's do some questions to check how much concept we have understood. After reading each question, I'll give you 5 seconds to think. You can take more time by pausing the video if needed, and then I'll reveal the answer. The diagram shows part of a loudspeaker. This is cone, this is magnet, and this is how it turns the coil. Which type of current is passed through the coil and why? Current passed through the coil and why? 5 seconds. So the answer is alternating current, because alternating current means alternating magnetic field, so it will create force of repulsion and attraction, so the cone will vibrate. And the reason is to keep the magnetic field constant. No, alternating current changes the magnetic field because of change in direction and magnitude of current. So to make the coil vibrate, the current should be alternating. So the answer is B. Which properties make materials suitable for use as a core in an electromagnet? 5 seconds. Difficult to magnetize and easy to demagnetize? No, the core is of iron, and the property of iron is that it is magnetized and demagnetized easily. So the answer should be D. Easy to magnetize and easy to demagnetize. The diagram shows a model railway station, iron nail, coil, AC supply, and this is point P. What does the end P do when the switch is closed? You have 5 seconds to think. So the answer is B, because it is made of iron, and the supply, whether it is direct current or alternating current, the iron does not repel, it is always attracted. So if the supply is AC or whether the supply is of DC, the iron nail is attracted and the point P will move up and it will stay up. The piece of electrical equipment is sensible to magnetic fields and is screened from them. To do this, it is enclosed in a box. Which material should be used to make the box? You have 5 seconds. Of course, the box should be of iron because iron has the property to concentrate magnetic field lines. A metal ring screens a piece of equipment from a magnetic field. These are magnetic field lines. This is equipment that has to be screened, and this is metal ring. Which metal should be used for the ring and why? Think. Yes, the metal should be iron, and the reason that the metal is iron is that it carries the magnetic field lines around the equipment. So the answer is C, because it will carry the magnetic field line around the equipment, so it will not pass through the equipment, it will pass through the iron ring, so the equipment will be screened from the magnetic field lines. And the answer to the question is that the steel is a hard magnetic material. Once it's magnetized, it remains magnetized. So it's obvious that it's not a good idea to use steel in magnetic screening. So students, in this video we discussed how electromagnets are made, their applications such as loudspeakers, reed relay and circuit breaker, and the phenomena of magnetic screening and the material required for magnetic screening. I hope after watching this video you would be able to know how electromagnets work in various appliances, and this will help you answer questions. Thank you.